Hello everyone and welcome. It's day 6 of our Crafty Advent Calendar and we're just going to get it opened. And it's just a little tiny box right here at the bottom on the right hand side. I'm just going to open it up and we'll see what we've got. We've got a bee die set, it looks like. And we've got several little die pieces here. And it looks like it creates a little bumblebee with a little flower and some little honeycomb. So this is going to be super sweet, I think. So we'll just get this opened up and look at our pieces and see what all we've got here. So I'm just going to get them turned over. This looks like the little wings and the little head to the bumblebee and the little body and then the body trim. And then we've got the little arms. We've got the little flower and we've got some pieces for the ears. And we've got the darks of the eye. And so I've just went to my scrap bin and found some colors that I think will work. You can see I've got a Hexi Gem panel cut out there that I didn't use. And I'm just going to use it for the bumblebee colors. And I'm going to use some vellum for the wings. I've got some green fern cardstock for the stems. And I'm just going to get everything laid down. For black, I'm going to do the eyes. I'm going to do the bumblebee trim and the ears with that. And we'll just bring in the scout. These are all little pieces, and I think we can get them all laid down on here. Now I'm going to trim this panel down here. I've already die cut, as you can see, a couple of banners out of that piece. And we'll just trim it down and just use what we need for this. I'm going to do that with all of them and just use, the minimal amount of the scraps there, and I'll reuse them for these little bitty pieces. It's nice to have. So I've got Tuscan, I think that is Cosmic Sky Fern, and then we've got Onyx Black, and then our vellum that we're going to use. And we'll just get them all laid down on here, get them die cut out. So last night I went through a lot of my 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and I just trimmed it down into card panels and organized it by company, by rainbow order, and I've got it all nice and neat cut down into A2 size panels. So I spent a good deal of time cutting all of this 8.5 by 11 down to those A2 size panels so that I would have them. I just decided that I'd rather have it all in one spot, have it already cut down and organized by color, and then I can just work with whatever company that I want to work with by color and just have all those panels there instead of keeping them as whole sheets in a larger container. So I just cut a whole bunch of 4 1/4 by 5.5 pieces, and I'm using one. It's a bin that's a narrow bin that works very nice for the card sizes, and I've just separated them out by company and then by rainbow color, and they're nicely organized, and I feel like I accomplished something in doing that. So I think it'll be helpful, and as I'm making and just keeping my craft room good and organized. So I was glad to do that. So I need some more of these honeycomb pieces. So I'm going to lay them down on this Tuscan cardstock and just die cut a couple more of those out so that I'll have them. Is that what I die cut out? I think it is. And what I'm going to do is just start assembling our little bits and pieces here. So actually that was the circle to the flower. I die cut it out. I will die cut some more of those honeycomb pieces out a little bit later once I realize what I'm wanting to do with them. So that was the Tuscan color, and I'm laying it down on the amethyst colored cardstock there. And because I've already die cut out the purple and I used the Tuscan, I'm going to do the exact opposite and lay an amethyst piece on the Tuscan flower, and that'll have 2 flowers and centerpieces there, and I can just use them. So I decided I would put all the bits together and kind of decide where I was headed before I put my card together. So that's what I'm going to do, is just get all my bits together and then just see what I think. I've got some panels prepared off to the side that I think I'm going to use. So I'll just go with it. Now I'm looking at this, and the whole eye area punches out, and then you've got these darks of the eyes here, the pupils, I guess is what it would be. And I'm going to lay them in there, just kind of getting them laid down. And then that's when I decide I don't want to put the Tuscan back in there, so I'll go ahead and bring some white in, and I'll die cut that piece again, and then I'll use the centers of the eyes for that. And I'm just popping little bits out that are stuck in my little dies there. And then this is the little body of the bee, and it's super cute. And then you have the black piece that gives you your stripes on your bumblebee. So I'm just going to lightly put some glue on here and get it laid down on the body. And it layers up very nice. Isn't that cute? Super cute. Just going to take my tweezers and pinch it on there just to hold it until it dries. And this is where I've decided I need the whites to the eyes. So I'm just going to bring in some of my scrap hammer mill, and we'll just run that through the die cutting machine, and then it'll give us the whites of the eyes that I can lay down there for my little bumblebee's face. So we did play games last night, and as usual, the girls won aggravation and the boys won euchre. So at least everyone got to win something. But we were pretty hot with the marbles. We were just pretty much pounding them with the marbles. They were, I think, getting frustrated because we were landing on them and sending them back home so many times. So I'm just looking at this, trying to decide what I'm going to do. And I'm going to cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4. And so I'll have a little white edge around my panel. And then I'm going to layer up this other green cardstock on top of this little polka dot pattern. We'll just get this pattern paper laid down on there, and then we'll cut our cardstock down. I hope you guys are enjoying these Crafty Advent Calendar videos that I'm doing. It sure is fun to get a little gift every day. I really enjoy that, look forward to it each year. As I said, I had my calendar sitting out to where I could just sit and look at it every day and anticipate getting to open it. It's really a fun treat. So I've decided I'm going to bring in a layer of white as well. And I'm trying to decide, I'm going down to 3 3/4 by 5, and then I decide I want more of that pattern paper to show, so I'll go down to 3 1/2 by 4 3/4 with this panel, and then we'll have a little bit more of that polka dot showing, and then I'll take this one down to 3 1/2 by I don't know, let's see what I do, 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. So this is 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. Sorry, I had to think through my layers there. And I'm going to take this panel, I actually took it and embossed it with the cascading streamers, and that is the embossing folder of November, I believe. And it's a club kit. I'm sure you can still pick it up, so I'll try to link it in the description box below. It's a great embossing folder. It'd be great for birthdays or any kind of celebration or just anything. I thought it looked good for this because you know how a bee just kind of swirls around and buzzes around. I thought it kind of looked like a little swirling, buzzing bee pattern if they were just flitting around. So here I've got my vellum, and I'm just going to get my little body laid on my wings. Just trying to position them how I want them. So we'll just stick some glue on here and we'll get our vellum attached to our little bumblebee body. I've been having fun with pattern paper with this release, this Spellbinders Crafty Advent release. It's been fun. Now I'm holding it up there and I'm thinking my bee's going to get lost in the sea of green, so I need to bring in a landing place for him. So I grabbed a wacky stitch die from Cat Scrappiness from my stash, and I just die cut out this kind of oval, and it's got a double stitched kind of wacky pattern on there. And we'll get our little bee laid down on there, at least his body. We're going to have to add his head. Now, when I lay the head down on there, you can see the wing behind it. If it wasn't positioned that way, I could have just put my little black eye pieces right on that, but you can see the wing. So I'm going to put those white centers back into my little bee's head, and then we'll put the pupil part of the eye on there. So just get those pushed down in there. Then we'll bring in our little black pieces and get them laid down on the white. And our little bee is going to come to life. Just getting a little dab of glue on there. Use my finger to kind of dab it off so that hopefully it won't be a gluey mess. And this looks really cute. Now I've got his little arms on there, and they need to be tucked up underneath his little chin. So I just lifted that up, and I just kind of shoved them up in there and pressed down, and they're on there good. Now we've got the little flower, and I thought it'd be fun to put it in his little hand. So I'm just going to put it right there. And I think it looks cute. And I'm going to use that other flower and just layer it on there as well. I've got it die cut out and assembled. I might as well just use it. This actually, I thought I had my other flower. This is the honeycomb. I'm going to get it laid on there. And then we're going to lay the detail pieces for the antenna. So we've got these two little black pieces, and I just got to get them turned in the right direction and then laid down there. And I think with the eyes and then the black antennas, it really starts to look like a bee. That looks super cute. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. Okay, so now this is where I'm going to die cut out some more of the honeycomb. I said that earlier, but that was the flower center that I was doing. So I'm just going to use these scraps here. And I need to use my 2-in-1 tool to kind of poke it out. And I'm trying to keep it together like I did the first one so I can just lay it down. Now you could pull that apart and you could just use the outline of the honeycomb, or you could use the inside of the honeycomb. But I'm using them both. I thought I'd just go ahead and stick them down on there. And it would have been cute if I'd have kind of clustered them like a little honeycomb, but I just kind of spread them around my little white panel. Now here I'm getting my sentiment ready. I'm bringing in, once again, the happy birthday sentiment because, like I said, I need birthday cards. I don't really need hello there and thinking of you cards. I need birthday cards. So I'm going to focus on that and just use this happy birthday again. And I'm using that green, and then I'm going to use some white for the happy birthday, and then we'll get them layered up. So I just brought in a scrap of white, and I've got some green that matched my back panel. You saw me check it. I wanted to make sure I had the right color green because I have a couple of colors that are very close to this color, and I wanted to make sure I got the same cardstock. I think one of them's Spellbinders and one of them's Pink and Main, so I want to make sure I got the right one. So we'll just get this banner die cut out here. and then we'll be good to go. So this is the happy birthday part of it. The green is going to be the backer piece. And we'll just, I used some washi tape and just taped it down so it wouldn't move on me. So it'd be lined up nice. And I've got my layers on today. It was with wind chill -7 today. So it was pretty blustery, really windy, real windy. So I had, my granddaughter, we get her on the bus in the morning, so we have to stand out there and wait for the bus stop. And my the 3-year-old likes to stand out there with her and wait for the bus. And then I just put the 2-year-old in the car and get him all strapped in and warm. But today it was so cold, we all just sat in the car and waited until the bus pulled up, and then she just hopped out of the car and we were good to go. It was really chilly. So we had to bundle up. I had my big heavy coat on, and I had the 3-year-old's, I actually put his Carhartt on him, so it was really warm. So here I've got my little honeycomb pieces. And like I said, I kept the frame and the insert in there, and I'm just going to use them kind of like embellishments. I really didn't lay them down in a honeycomb fashion like I could have. I'm just going to kind of spread them around here. These two I should have at least connected together, but I didn't. And I'm just going to use my tweezers and kind of clean off. There's a little bit of glue on there. I'm just trying to get it off of there. Then we'll grab our third one, and I'm going to get it arranged to where I can tuck it back in there. And we'll just put it up top. And I'm going to bring in that other flower, the one that I did with the Tuscan and then the purple center, and we'll get it laid down on there. And this is just a cute little bee. I don't think I have any bumblebees like this. Kind of like a little caricature or whatever, because it's kind of got a big head on it. So I'm going to just bring in some of my foam. We'll pop this up and make this the center of attention. Pull off the release paper and just get it laid down on there. I'm just going to kind of straighten it up a little bit and bring it toward the bottom so I can put my sentiment up to the top. I'm popping it up as well. So we'll get that laid down on there. I think it looks cute. I just need to bring in some embellishments. So I'm just going to look at my stash and see what I've got. I had some kind of Tuscan colored embellishments here, and I'm just going to put them on my green. Just kind of looking to where I want to put it. And then that'll finish off our card. I think it turned out cute. I love the little bee. So I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.